Hey guys, it's Rich. Hey guys, it's Rich. Today we're going to share a real brief. Yeah, what province? Man, broke my signage. Free today. Bringing you another. Guys, thanks for watching this too. Oh. Sleep at night. Look at the night. Why aren't you going off, media? Anyway, hopefully this is getting recorded. Hey guys, I'm here at South Premium. Hey, this is another great place for rides. You know, if you're struggling or don't like doing the lot or don't like doing the strip too much, you know, hit the Premium Outlet Mall, South Premium. You'll always get a ride. I could probably turn the app on right now and get pinged within 2 minutes. Not just tourists or people buying things, but also a lot of the employees here, they're younger kids. So, you know, come by at 7 when the mall's closing. You'll get a ride. Also, I don't know. For me, anyway, it's a great place to park and decompress a little bit. But today I want to talk about, you know, most of you drivers should know this, on contacting riders, you know, after you accept the ride. I know some people get giddy or they see the pin and don't know where they are, or you could be right on top of them. That does happen occasionally. Generally speaking, though, I do not call or text at all until after 2 minutes have gone by. Why do I do that? Well, it should be fairly obvious, but in case you don't know, if they cancel or, you know, if the rider cancels within the 2 minutes, they're going to not be charged. And you may have already, you know, I don't know, if you hit some green lights, you may have already driven a mile toward them. So then you just wasted your time, especially at the airport. That can kill you because then you typically got to go back to the lot after driving all the way through. And it still happens to me occasionally, but generally, you know, when I text them, you know, if it's a problematic pickup, Venetian, Harrah's, you know, Aria, Vidara, there's some other ones, you know, maybe sometimes they're at that shitty place, that Best Western Casino Shooting Royale or whatever it's called. And they're not in the right spot on the app. So just, you know, text them afterwards, you know, have these copy and pasted so you don't have to text them. On Lyft, you can't text them if your car's even moving a hair. On Uber, it almost always takes my copy and paste, regardless if I'm moving or not. I don't know, I guess that could be considered texting and driving, but you do have to operate efficiently and smartly. Obviously try to do it at lights and, you know, don't be that guy or gal holding up traffic. So generally speaking, you know, wait until the 2 minutes have went by, and then, you know, sometimes you'll get a response. Most often you won't. Again, Uber and Lyft's app, do we know if their texting feature works all the time? Yes, we do. It doesn't work all the time. You know, if they just got off a flight and they're not on the Wi-Fi, there's all sorts of issues that could stop it. That's why, you know, I send the text, but I also talk to my text when I pick them up saying, hey, you know, I try to help them find their brand of fun on the way to their resort. But again, generally speaking, do not text or call, or even if they call you, it's up to you if you want to pick up the call, I should say. I generally do. If you don't have voicemail set up, this is where these drivers get in issues where riders start texting them directly and they say, Uber and Lyft gave out my number. They did not. You got a voicemail that's not set up and it says you've reached, you know, 702-555-1212. Bam, then the rider has your number. So again, generally you're not going to run into these issues because you're going to be cool with everyone. You're going to try to help find them and get them to where they're going. But you got to get paid too if you accept the ride. I've found sometimes when I've done this in the past, texted right away, I'll get a rider canceled and not get paid. So that's my protocol now. Wait at least 2 minutes after accepting. Text or call if it's a problematic pickup or you have some questions or whatever the case. They have bright red hair and they're wearing a leopard thong just to get a better idea who you're picking up. You know, call them or text them then. That'll help you make a little more money and operate a little more efficiently. I hate getting to the airport and getting a ride canceled, so I generally will hang out, check out how to get the timer started. It's of course still problematic on Uber, especially in Terminal 3. Terminal 1, someone shared a good point. They drive slow when they're entering the mouth of the garage. I don't really recommend doing that if someone comes barreling through on a left turn into the garage at Terminal 1 and nails you. It's not worth it. but generally when you're driving slow over there and you get to the spot, the COVID alert will pop up in Uber. And again, even if your timer didn't start in the app, your timer did start. You're getting paid. It is a glitch. I've checked multiple rides and I got paid from when I arrived, even though sometimes I have to close and open the app 3 or 4 times, especially in Terminal 3, to get the ride to take. So hopefully that'll help you a little bit. I got something new coming. I haven't been able to take an Uber ride, but Uber did add the add as a favorite driver feature here in Vegas sometime in the last couple of weeks. Unfortunately, I determined it screwed up the ability to tip in the app, at least on Android. I had 2 phones I checked. It didn't give the option to tip. Of course, I wasn't with them again when they reopened the ride, and my gut is if they clicked on add as favorite driver, they're not going to see the pop-up to allow them to tip before requesting their next ride. How else can they tip you? There's ways to do it, but there's a lot of friction, and most riders aren't going to do it if you were awesome, or they won't know how. I mean, how do they do that? They can click on the email receipt and click on the add a tip, or they can click on the hamburger bar in their rider app and click on their trips, and there's usually an add a tip option. Remember though, on Lyft that goes away after 24 hours, so they got to tip quick on Lyft, or hopefully right after the ride. I still don't believe Lyft has an option to tip during the ride. I could be wrong on that. I've taken Lyft. It hasn't recently, and it hasn't popped up or given me the option until the end of the ride. So if there is a way, it's not easy, and your riders aren't going to find it. So you got to be getting these, you know, making that ride so great that they're going to say, hey, I have to take care of that guy or gal, and get them to do it right after the ride. How you do it's up to you. You know, if you want to speak to tips like I do, or speak to income like I do, it works for me. It's never impacted my rating. I mean, I'm still a perfect 5.0 on Uber over the last month, and I don't think you can be less than 5.0 on Lyft. I'm sure you can if you get someone who's horrible and gives you a 1-star, or whatever this safety and service flag bullshit is. But just do the best you can. Close out the rides on a positive note. That's the best way to get the tip. Open and close on a positive note. Even if things go south somehow during the ride, you don't know what type of day they're having. So all you can do is control you and be the best you can be. And as always, be funny, make money, guys.